the Bears offense, if you're like, hey, Matthew, how do you think the Bears do this season? And I'm like, well, how do you think Justin Fields does this season? Because that's really what it all boils down to. And I don't know that's – yeah.
What do you think Justin Fields is going to do this season?
Yeah, exactly, right? Look, I will tell you what I think he's going to do fantasy-wise, and that's put up a lot of fantasy points. Okay. Final 4 games, his final 4 full games that he got to play the whole time last year, he averaged 19.7 fantasy points per game. He had 18 or more points in 3 of those games. He had 35 rushing yards a game. He led all quarterbacks in air yards per attempt. I mean, they were chucking it downfield. Again, he had the connection with Mooney. I'm very excited about Cole Kmet. So I do think that I do believe that Fields, certainly because of his legs and his rushing ability, will be a good fantasy quarterback. What I don't know yet is he going to be a good NFL quarterback? And I don't think it's fair to judge him off of last year because it was so much of a mess. I said this in another interview. Same thing with Trevor Lawrence. I mean, it was such a disaster last year under Urban Meyer that you can't judge anything that Trevor Lawrence did last year. See what he does in a stable situation. Feels like the Bears are going to be a stable situation this year. Let's see what Justin Fields does this year before you judge him based on last year, because that was a disaster.